everyone, Dana with the OT Guide. So today we're gonna go over tips and tricks to teach your little one how to potty train. But first things first, when do you start potty training your little one? Well, if you haven't checked out my other video on the signs your child is ready to potty train, I highly recommend you take a look at that one first. And in this video, we will go over all the important tips you need to know as a parent to help your little one learn how to do it. Let's get started. So first things first, before we start to potty train our children, we need to make sure we have the right supplies. So whether you're using a potty training chair, a potty training seat, that's either of those are fine, as well as you want to make sure you're using disposable wipes because disposable wipes are cleaner, and when our child is learning how to wipe themselves, which is going to take a long time by the way, having them use disposable wipes will get them cleaner in the long run. So my first tip is to set a lot of time aside to work on potty training. So this is something that requires lots of practice. So I would set aside a long weekend where you're just focusing on working on the skill with your child. You don't have a bunch of errands to run, you don't have family in town. So either a long weekend or a vacation of sorts, set aside and dedicate it to potty training. My next tip, very similar to the first, we want to set a strict potty training schedule. So in the beginning, you're going to want to set a timer for every 20 to 30 minutes, and you're going to take your child to the potty every time that timer goes off. So again, that's why you want to set a long weekend aside to work on this, because it is very time consuming. Rewarding our child for successes is my next biggest tip. So every time they go successfully on the potty, it's a celebration. We're enthusiastic, we're excited, and we reward them either with a sticker that they can put on a piece of paper, a Skittle, screen time if they love screen time, whatever it is that super motivates your child. If you want to get fancy, you can even reward them with cool big boy underwear that has their favorite character on it. So get creative, but it does not have to break the bank. So my next suggestion, especially in the beginning, is to have our little ones go through a period of nakedness, 2 to 3 days, where really they only wear a shirt or a sweatshirt, but they don't wear any bottoms. And the reason being is we're trying to break a lifelong habit of our little ones going potty in their diapers. And when we provide them with pull-ups or if we provide them with underwear, it can kind of feel like a diaper, it can kind of be a tactile cue, and it might prompt them to go, which we don't want. So by removing anything that even remotely feels like a diaper and having them just have this short period of nakedness, it increases their chances of running to the potty when they have to go, as opposed to going in their pants. So after our child has completed the naked time phase and they're able to run to the potty when they have the urge and go into the potty, then we can have them start wearing either loose-fitting underwear or loose-fitting potty training pants. And we do this after the naked phase because if they've done the naked phase and they're successful with it, they've already gotten in the habit of going in the potty. Now when we introduce underwear or potty training pants, hopefully they don't think that feels like a diaper and it doesn't cue them to go in their diaper because they've already established the habit of going in the potty. So having them wear loose-fitting underwear or potty training pants so they can easily pull up and down their pants is my next suggestion. My next tip is if you are potty training boys. So if you're potty training a boy, my tip is to not try to introduce standing while they pee too early. In the beginning, just have them master sitting on the potty to go both number 1 and number 2. Once your boy has gotten down, mastered sitting to go number 1 or number 2, the next step is to teach them how to stand to go number 1. And so the way you can do this is, first off, incorporating dad, showing your child how dad stands to go, number 1, is a good suggestion. But then in addition to that, you want to include a game component. So you want to have them do a target practice thing. So you can throw in a flushable object in the toilet, like a Cheerio, and you can have them practice hitting the Cheerio like target practice with their pee. Make it fun. So while our little ones are learning to potty train, we want to make sure it's super fun. We want to make sure our child is really engaged. So we can sing potty training songs. We can read potty training books. There are so many cool resources out there. I'm going to make a list of my favorite ones for you, my favorite songs and books. But on top of that, we can incorporate imaginary play. So we can take our little one's favorite dolls or favorite stuffed animals and have them pretend that they need to go potty on the potty chair. And so playing, keeping it fun, keeping it engaging, having the child read stories so they understand the concept of potty training, that is my next tip.